Wyoming terror. It was late October in Wyoming's Bighorn Mountains, the kind of crisp, unforgiving autumn where the air bites at your lungs and the pines whisper secrets in the wind. My buddy Jake and I had driven out from Casper for our annual elk hunt. Nothing fancy, just two guys in a beat-up Ford F-150, loaded with rifles, coolers, and enough coffee to keep us going through the pre-dawn chill. We'd scouted this spot before, remote ridges near Boulder Basin, miles from the nearest road, where the elk herds roam thick and the world feels forgotten. Little did we know, something else was hunting too. We'd been out since dawn, trekking through the underbrush with our bows. Rifle season hadn't kicked in yet. By dusk, we'd bagged a decent bull elk, dressed it in the fading light, and hauled the quarters back to the truck parked on a narrow fire road. The sky was bruising purple, stars punching through like ice picks, and the temperature plummeted. "Let's get the hell out of here before we freeze," Jake muttered, tossing the last pack into the bed. I climbed into the driver's seat, fired up the engine, and we rumbled down the gravel path, headlights slicing through the gathering dark. About 5 minutes in, that's when it started. A low growl rolled through the cab like thunder from a distant storm. I glanced at Jake. He'd heard it too, his face paling under the dashboard glow. "Coyote?" I asked, but we both knew it wasn't. Coyotes yip and howl. This was guttural, primal, like something tearing up from the earth's core. We kept driving, the truck bouncing over ruts, but then the growl came again, closer, from the tree line to our right. I flicked on the high beams, and there it was. At first, I thought it was a bear, but no bear moves like that. It exploded from the shadows on all fours, then reared up on hind legs, towering at least 7 feet, its silhouette hulking against the pines. Fur matted and dark, like a wolf crossed with a nightmare, elongated snout, ears pinned back, eyes reflecting our lights like burning coals. "What the fuck?" Jake stammered, fumbling for his phone. The thing dropped back down and lunged, covering ground in bounds that shouldn't be possible. I slammed the gas, the truck lurching forward at 35 miles per hour on the uneven road. But it kept pace, veering onto the path behind us, its claws scraping gravel in rhythmic thuds that echoed through the frame. In the rear view, I saw it clearly now. Not a wolf, not a dog, dogman, like those stories we'd laughed off around campfires. Muscles rippling under shaggy hide, arms too long, swinging like it could grab the tailgate any second. Jake yelled, "Faster!" but the road twisted, forcing me to slow for a sharp bend. That's when it closed in, 10 feet back, then 5. I heard its breath, ragged and hot, fogging the air. It swiped at the bumper, metal screeched as claws raked the paint, the truck shuddering like it had been hit by a log. Panic hit like ice water. "Shoot it!" I screamed. Jake grabbed his rifle from the rack, rolled down the window, and fired 2 shots, crack, crack, into the night. The beast howled, a sound that pierced my skull, but it didn't stop. If anything, it got madder, bounding alongside now, slamming its shoulder into the passenger door. The window cracked, spiderwebbing under the impact. Jake recoiled, blood trickling from a shard that nicked his arm. "It's not going down," he gasped. The road straightened, and I pushed the pedal to the floor. 40 miles per hour, 45. The engine roaring as we hit pavement at the forest's edge. The creature matched us for a terrifying stretch, its form blurring in the mirrors, jaws snapping inches from the tires. Then, as civilization flickered ahead, distant lights from a ranch, it veered off, melting into the trees with one last bone-chilling roar that faded into the wind. We didn't stop until we hit the highway, hearts pounding, truck scarred like it had been through a war. Back in town, we reported it to the sheriff, but he just chuckled. Mountain lions get big out there. We know what we saw. That thing wasn't an animal. It was something ancient, hungry, and it let us go. Or maybe it didn't. Maybe it's still out there, waiting for the next hunters to stray too far. If you're heading to Wyoming's backcountry, stay vigilant. The wild doesn't forget. If you've had a similar encounter, drop it in the comments. Hit like and subscribe for more real cryptid stories. Stay safe out there.